What's up, guys? It's your girl Kayla, and I'm ready to get over with me because it's time to catch up with Kayla. It is currently 6:54 in the morning. As you can see, it is the butt crack of dawn, and I'm wide awake. So I figured, let me just film a little video so that we can stay on schedule because it is Thursday, January 29th, and I was gonna wait to record this and then upload it because I was literally just so tired. I came home from work, I ate my Chipotle, and then I went to sleep. So I was like, okay, obviously I'm not gonna be able to upload a video by tomorrow because I was supposed to film Wednesday night. But I ended up waking up at like 3 o'clock and I couldn't go back to sleep. So I'm like, you know what? Instead of waiting till tomorrow night, I could just film it right now. And so that's what we're about to do. Have a little chit chat about January, like just a recap of the month, pros versus cons, all the goals that I felt like I accomplished. Just, a little chit chat. This shouldn't be too long, but just a little something to get, stay on schedule, I guess. Um, let's get into it. So, if you don't know, I literally write everything in my notes. Everything goes in my notes. I'm not gonna lie, guys. January was like the longest month ever. Like, it's still not over. It's literally the 29th, and we have 2 more days. That is so. And then this snowstorm, oh my gosh. It just was not it. And it was so cold all month. Like, the weather this year, it sucks, okay? I cannot wait until summertime. I'm fiending for summer. Like, I just need to feel the warmth of the sun on my skin again. I don't even remember what that feels like. It's so freaking cold. Like, I literally was carrying my Chipotle back home and my fingers were numb. Like, they were numb. I'm like, no, absolutely not. Anyway, enough of that. Let's see what we got on this list to talk about. I feel like personally, I had a lot of growth mentally, and everything that I said I wanted to do, I actually did it. Like, I was deep in my content bag. I did not play. I even started using TikTok. Like, I found out how to use TikTok because if you know me for real, you know I didn't even have the app on my phone. I did not care about TikTok. But because I'm being more interested in getting my content out there, I'm like, I gotta be on all platforms. All platforms, except for Snapchat. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of refuse to go back to Snapchat because those was my teen days and I am not the same person I am now. Okay, teenage me on Snapchat, unhinged. Like, I hate looking at my memories there. First of all, I don't even talk to none of the people that are in my Snapchat memories. That's one. Two, I'm just not the same girl. Like, I'm just not her. I'm not her anymore. But that's another story for another time. I accomplished a lot of my goals. I stuck to my content planning. I might have missed a day or two, but I still made sure that I put out content almost every week. I said that I was not going to miss a single day of making sure I prayed and I did my journaling. I missed one day, but that was by accident. I was just up for hours, not even realizing that it was the next day. So there's that. But literally, I did not miss a day of praying and journaling. It really felt good to stick to my word. Like, I made a promise to myself and I actually made sure that I did it. I wasn't being lazy about it. I really buckled down on the self discipline, if you get what I'm saying. Like, I said I'm going to do this and I did it. And no matter how I felt that day or that week or what mood I was in or what made me upset or, whatever was could have distracted me, I still made sure I did what I had to do. I do need to start getting to work on time though. Like, that been a problem though. I'm always late to everything. It does not matter what it is. But when it comes to work, I cannot keep playing around like that because I'm in the middle of working on getting a promotion. And I cannot sit here and be 5 minutes late to work twice out the week because I was sitting here playing in my makeup, or I decided to get extra 30 minutes of sleep, or I decided not to go to sleep until 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. Like, I just can't keep doing responsible things like that and then expect to be promoted, if you know what I mean. So, that is something I really, really, really need to work on. Overall, I would say I did good with my goals. I give myself like an 8 out of 10 because I could have been more strict on myself. I could have been way more like, we're not playing any games. Get up early. Make sure you eat. Get to work on time. Make sure you open that book and you pray every day. Make sure you stick to your content schedule. If you say Thursday and Sunday, you start building a support group and like I don't want to say fan base, but you know, the more supporters and subscribers you have, if you say Thursday and Sunday, they're gonna expect a video Thursday and Sunday. Not, oh, I'll give it to them Friday or Saturday because I didn't feel like filming. No, get up, turn that camera on, look a little decent, and film the video. So that's really why I'm here now because I'm like, we're gonna finish out the month strong. Okay, that's one thing for sure. Two things for certain. We're gonna finish out this month strong. We're not slacking at the end of the month. We right there. So let's go, and we're gonna carry the same habit into the next month, and we're gonna do way better. So I did write a list of like my pros and cons. So I'm gonna just read some of those off to you real quick. I love to write. I love to write. Can y'all see that? I don't know. I don't know if y'all can see that, but anyway, big, big notebook because I always have to write my ideas out of my mind. Like, I'm an overthinker, and when I write it down, I feel so much better. And then once I write it down, I like paraphrase it and put it in my notes. Just because like I won't always have my book like right there ready for me to open it whenever I need to like look back on something. So I put it in my notes too. But anyway, pros. For every pro, I did a con. So I dived into my content bag. But a con is I didn't keep up with my content as much as I could have or should have. I acknowledged my emotions and worked through them. Like if I was feeling overwhelmed or burnt out or feeling like I'm not being productive enough. Just like the video I recently posted where I was like, when life doesn't go as planned, that was literally me living in a meltdown. Like I was planning too many things and not making enough time to do it. And I just kept giving myself deadlines where I felt like I had to do it by that time. And if I didn't do it at that time, it wasn't good enough. And I had to realize that, first of all, stop doing that because I'm putting too much pressure on myself and I'm human. So I'm not going to always get things done when I want them to be done. And it's okay to reschedule, it's okay to postpone. But like, don't get too comfortable doing that, if that makes sense. But even working through all of that, like feeling like I wasn't being productive enough, feeling like I wasn't meeting my goals when I said I wasn't to, I was going to, feeling like I just wasn't doing good enough at that time. I still worked through that and I still put out a video. Like even though it wasn't like much of a video, I did laundry, I cooked dinner, I did my makeup and I did my hair, did my nails. I made myself feel better. Well, I made myself look better and that ultimately made me feel better. So even when you just having like down days where things are not going as planned, content is content. Like film your real life. Like show them who you really are and that was just like a real piece of my life. Like I was not in the mood. I was feeling so unmotivated. And usually when I feel like that, I don't film for months. Like I just be like, just forget it. I already fell off schedule. It don't even matter no more. Like it's over with. But I pushed through that and I was very proud of myself. But I am an emotional person. But sometimes I can be like overly emotional about something this small. And then when something like real big happens, I'm like no emotions at all. And so I had to check myself about that. So I feel like that was a con. Like, girl, you are very emotional about nothing. And then when something like major happens, you don't react. But anyway, another pro was I prayed every day and I got closer with God. And that is like the biggest blessing I feel like I can have in my life is having a relationship with God because it's just indescribable. It's an indescribable feeling. It's an indescribable experience. You really have to have your own relationship with God to understand what that feels like. So get into your prayer, get into that Bible, start writing it down, put it in your notes, get a notebook, do what you gotta do. But start praying, okay? And start writing down those prayers and speak to that man and listen to him too. You can't just keep, you gotta and listen, okay? Um, a con to that though is that like I still have to work on letting go and being completely obedient and letting things be out of my control. Like I'll pray for one thing and then I'll sit there and try to do it on myself instead of praying about it and then letting it go and let him do his work. That's his job. Once I pray about it and I tell him what I need and I tell him what I want and I tell him, look, I'm letting go of control. I'm gonna be obedient. I'm gonna listen, and then I don't. It's just like, what was the point in doing all of that? Like, you know what I mean? So I'm still working on letting go and completely trusting God. Like, you can say you trust God, but your actions always speak louder than your words. You have to let things be. And I'm not just talking to myself here. I'm talking to you too. You have to just let things be. Okay? Okay. That just basically sums up like what I learned for the month. Like, no, things are not gonna go as I planned them, and that's fine. But that's the whole point of trusting God. That's the whole point of planning things, praying for things, writing them down, and then letting Him do the rest. Let Him do the rest. It's basically just control what you can and let Him do the rest. That's all you have to do. Control what you can and let him do the rest. I'm sitting here like, when am I gonna get this promotion? When am I gonna get this promotion? If I'm getting to work on time, I'm handing in my lesson plans on time, I'm doing a great job at teaching my students, the promotion is gonna come. That's just the next step. Like everything's gonna fall into place when it needs to, how it needs to. And that's it. I just gotta put in the work. Because faith is dead if you don't put in the work. You can have faith that you're going to get something all you want, but you have to actively work towards it. And I feel like that's kind of where I mess up at because it's like I'm working towards something, but then I'm also trying to control it. Like, I want to know when I'm going to get that promotion. Tell me when. Like, don't have me doing all this work and then you don't tell me when. But that's not how things work. I just got to chill, do what I'm supposed to do. And like I said, everything will fall into place how and when it needs to. That also goes into like me being overwhelmed and anxious about things that I already know is going to happen for me. I already know that if I'm consistent on YouTube, my channel is going to grow. If I'm consistent with my content, my channel is going to grow. If I'm doing everything I got to do at work, I'm going to get the promotion. So I have to stop spiraling and being anxious and being worried about things that are already going to happen for me. It's already happening. And speaking of like putting out content, I have to stop giving myself deadlines because I feel like that just puts more pressure on me and that's what starts my spiraling. So like I wasn't doing anything tonight and I know that I wanted a video to be uploaded for Thursday. But like if I literally did not have the time and I would have like slept through the night, I would have woke up like, oh my gosh, I didn't film yesterday, so now I'm not gonna have a video up today. So now I have to try and find time to film a video before I get ready for work so that it can go up today. Knowing that I'm gonna have to go to work, come home, probably not have no time to edit. And if I do, I'm gonna edit the video, but the video is still not gonna go up till Friday. So all in all, I should have just waited till Thursday night when everything I had to do was done, film it, edit it, and then upload it Friday. That would have been way more easier on my mental, way less stressful. But because I gave myself that deadline, I felt like if I don't meet that deadline, then I didn't accomplish the goal. You know what I mean? So I have to stop doing that because that right there is what triggers my anxiety. Triggers my anxiety so bad. I'm getting hungry again. It's 7:13, so I'm just gonna wrap up this video with saying that one thing I'm gonna take into February with me is speaking more positively about myself, to myself, and thinking more positively. And I feel like that will help boost my self-esteem when I like start to spiral and get anxious or overwhelmed or burnt out. Like, it's okay. We've been through this before. We know how to deal with this. Take a breath. Let's start over. Okay? Like, it's okay. You know what I mean? Instead of like, oh my gosh, you're falling off, just speaking so negatively on myself and making my mental worse. I'm gonna show myself more grace, more love. And February is the month of love. So that's what I'm going to start doing. Giving myself more grace, showing myself some more love. And yeah. So thank you guys for having this little chit chat with me. I'm tired now. And I'm also hungry. So I'm probably going to go make me a bowl of cereal and go to bed. Love you guys. Thank you for supporting me. I almost forgot. Biddy is pregnant again. My dog is having more babies. I already got 4 dogs: Brownie, Biddy, Polo, and Sasha. So now we got 4 dogs. Every day I question why did I make that decision. But I love them dogs to death. But now she's pregnant again, and you can't give those babies away right away. So we're going to have 4 plus dogs in a matter of like a month and a half. Because I think she'll be due like either mid March or like early April or like the end of March. I don't know. But my girl is having more babies. And this was not on my 2026 bingo card. Okay. It just wasn't. But she's healthy. The puppies are healthy. They're bad, but they're happy. Brownie's still an old grump, but that's my boy. He's so sweet and so handsome. I'm gonna show you a little video update of them when I get the chance. So, but yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to say. Bye.